Welcome to Count Stackula on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in to another one of my videos. Today, we have another unboxing. And we're also going to take a look at how I manage my precious metal purchases and keep track of everything. Let's dive in. Okay, so let's start out with the unboxing for today. And this one actually might come to you as a surprise because lately I've been saying I only want to stack gold. And, you know, it's true. It's true. And I do think that gold is the better of the two, the better option for the long term, for the short term, pretty much for all terms. I think gold is the better option right now. However, there is one better option than gold, even. And no, I'm not talking about platinum or palladium, but, you know, in terms of investments, there's never a better investment than investing in oneself. And, you know, in a lot of ways, this purchases represents that, just that. I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in a business potential here. So let's take a look at what I got. Nice packaging. Now, what do I mean by investing in myself and investing in my business? Well, on this channel, I have talked about in the past a little bit about my plans to do some pouring and make some art bars. And so while I did have enough to buy another ounce of gold, gold's really high right now. I had a hard time pulling the trigger on another buffalo, being that I think it was like $21.50 at the time. And I thought to myself, yeah, I could buy, and it would be a good ounce to add to the stack. Or, you know what? I can finally start putting some of that money that I've saved into the silver pouring strategy that I have. And so that's what I did. Now, what you're seeing here is just a meager 20 ounces of silver shot. What's great about this is, you know, you can get it very close to spot and save a bundle buying shot. But again, I wouldn't do that unless you intend to pour, because silver shot doesn't have any mark, any indication that it's 999 fine, you know. So resell on this is really difficult. You need to pour it into a bar or something. So each one of these bags has 10 ounces of silver. And with the magic of video editing, I'm just going to snap my fingers and wha-bam. We've got that silver shot nice and neatly contained in these capsules. So yeah, the plan is to use this to pour some of my silver art bars. And I've been excited about doing this for a long time. That's not all I purchased. In fact, I actually went ahead, because obviously that didn't cost me, you know, $2,000. No, that was a mere $550 US. But I did end up buying some machinery. I bought the 2-auto silver forge and a few other things, tools necessary for doing some silver pouring, some safety equipment, fire extinguisher, etc. So I should be getting around to doing it soon. Now, the forge hasn't arrived yet, and in fact they're being really slow and they haven't even shipped it yet, although I purchased it more than a week ago. But when it does come, I will get working on things straight away. I've already been busy working on designs, and it's going to be pretty interesting. I definitely want to take that this channel into that direction going forward, and you know, I'll still have my 3D printed boxes, but you know, I definitely want to be pouring some beautiful silver along with my 3D printed boxes. So this is actually a new product. This is for 5-ounce bars, and nice little haven't really cleaned this one up yet. It gets a little stringy inside sometimes, you know, but you can just, you know, brush that away, and you know, otherwise it's pretty nice, and you know, snaps together very nicely. So you know, this is the type of quality you can expect from my 3D printed boxes, my original coin box designs and bar designs. You can't find them anywhere else. Nobody else is producing that stuff. So, you know, just one little thing I like to contribute to the community. I've got a number of different sizes available for all kinds of coin storage stuff. But yeah, as we move into silver pouring, we're gonna see a little bit more of the precious metals that I produce. So that should be very exciting. I can't wait. It may take some time, but get ready, because yeah, I will be selling some of that art as well. I mean, it's gonna be hard. I'm probably gonna wanna keep a lot of it, but the plan was to slowly stack up some more shot to be able to kind of come up with an initial decent size of quantity of bars or rounds to be able to pour, and enough so that I can offer it up to the community. But with art, you know, there inevitably the premium tends to be a bit higher with art, and that's just because, look, you know, you can't really find even this for under $30 an ounce these days. It's expensive, just like a coin would be. And then you have to also put in all the time and effort into design and pouring, and not to mention the machinery that's involved. So there is a premium when you go to sell hand poured silver. It's just part of the equation that makes it possible. So yeah, I hope to be able to offer my silver art at a decent rate to viewers, and maybe we can do auctions eventually when I start doing live streams and stuff later on down the line. But that is going to do it for this portion of the video. Let's hop on over to the computer and take a look at how I organize my precious metal purchases, and how you can also organize all your precious metal purchases using my spreadsheet. Links down in the description. All right, so here we are on my custom precious metals spreadsheet, and I have a few examples already in the default template that we're going to go over today and try to get a grip on how to manage this spreadsheet. So it's really simple. Say you have another purchase. So we're going to just go ahead and add one in. First thing that you're going to do is put in the title. So let's say we've got a 1 ounce silver buffalo round. Okay. And we paid $29.95 for that 1 ounce. But it says palladium here because we did just add a row below, so it's maintaining some of the formulas from the previous row. All you have to do is click on that and change it to silver, and then automatically what it does is it sorts itself into the category of silver, and you'll find it right here. Then say, you know what, it's not April anymore, say it's May. We're just going to put May, and then all of a sudden it jumps down here to May of 2023 into a new category, a new month. So it's organized by month, by metal, and that is how we, keep track of things. So obviously it's not there yet. Let's just assume that, it's May 1st, and the hypothetical spot price of silver on May 1st. Let's just be bold here and say it's going to be $27. Wouldn't that be cool? All right, $27.53. Okay, and well, you got a pretty good deal at just $2 over spot. Now it calculates that automatically for you right here, $2.42 over spot, and it also gives you the percentage. So here we have the formula just so you can see it, and this is also another formula that automatically calculates the percent premium, helps you keep track of things. If you actually got this at AtMags at that price, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and put that into a category, and you can just copy and paste generic bullion. I like filling out the notes section. I usually put in way more information than just this. I kind of use this as a journal to keep track of, why I purchased things and, everything else that was associated with the purchase. And normally I don't purchase just 1 ounce of silver. But if I was to do 10 ounces of silver, I would just put a 10 there. And then under the description, I would do 10x. I also have a column for encapsulation and protection, also, or grading. Obviously, none of those really apply for the generic bullion. They'll probably just go into a tube. And then in the last column, I have whether I am holding it or whether it's sold already. There's also one other that I usually use, and so if it's not hold or sold, then it's going to be flip. Or sometimes I will hold 5, flip 5. All right, and if I do that, then I would, put in this little note, an update that I sold such and such amount for whichever profit that I made on it, and then I would update the weight back to reflect the sale, and then I would also bring down the price to the amount that it sold for. Just to quickly go over the totals, whenever I input some new data into the spreadsheet, the two main factors that you're going to need to be paying attention to are the cost and the weight. And so whenever you add in a new product into your spreadsheet, you're just going to want to go down to that particular metal and quantity. Whichever metal that was, you're going to want to go over to quantity. You're going to click on that. You're going to find the formula where you'll find the previous entry, and that is just a sum of the previous quantity that you added and now the new quantity that you are adding. So we'll just go ahead and click on that, and that will add the two together, giving us 29 ounces. And real quick then, you're going to click on the silver cost, and you'll find the formula is already started for you, and you just separate by a comma and you select the new purchase cost, hit enter, and it automatically calculates. So the two of them together, the 600 and the 250, is 850. With that and our updated spot price, then you will get all of this other information based off of those calculations. And they are percentage of stack in silver at the price that you paid, at the cost. We also have the silver stack melt value at whatever this value of spot price is. And so this is something you're going to have to update on every purchase. So say the hypothetical spot price is $27.53, you're going to want to also put in $27.53 here, and it will update those numbers accordingly. The main one being your melt value, but then you also have a percentage of your stack in silver at melt. So this takes into consideration all the other metals that you have and calculates the, basically the pie chart here of your precious metals. Then we have the profits and losses in silver valued at melt and the percent of premium paid. So I find that those are nifty calculations to have on hand, especially the profits and losses at melt. And unfortunately, we can't really calculate collector premium on each coin because it's very subjective, and really only way to find out is to look on eBay sold listings, and they are so variable that you really can't put it into a formula, unfortunately. So looking at things in terms of melt is way more important. And so it works the same for every single metal, whether it's gold, silver, platinum, or palladium. Now, when you're filling out this spreadsheet, you'll probably want to delete these. I recommend first, if you have some gold that you purchased or if you have some silver, just change the fields and then change the cost, the weight, the date, the spot price, and these fields. That way, this information, it will automatically populate the data down below. And if you don't have any platinum or palladium, you can go ahead and delete those, but it's going to give you some errors down below. And so that is because it's referencing. So what you need to do then is just go in and remove the reference to those previous cells, and then it should automatically populate the rest of the stuff that's important. These are still going to be formulas that are not in use because they don't have any values here, but you can leave those as is. Again, if you don't have any palladium, you're just going to, once again, select this row and delete it. And again, you're going to go down and you're going to delete the reference cells just like this. And that will return your spreadsheet back to normal. Your values will return. So now we can just see the silver and the gold that's been purchased in this spreadsheet. It's that simple. And from here, you just simply add in your purchases one by one, and it will automatically calculate, and you just have to update the silver quantity and the cost, or the gold quantity and the cost, and the spot price for each of those metals, and everything else is calculated for you. But one other nifty thing I want to tell you about before I go is that another cool feature about this spreadsheet is the find tool that you'll find under the edit menu. And so if you're looking for a particular piece, because if you're like me, you've got like several hundred purchases already, and the only way you're going to find it is if you search for it. So if you have a particular piece that you're looking for, in my case, Kookaburra, automatically you'll see it will locate that for you. It says one found, and maybe there's multiple and you can cycle through them, but it will highlight it and bring you to that cell. So I find that very useful for when the spreadsheet gets full. So that's going to do it for us today, y'all. I hope you appreciate the time and effort that I spent to deliver this content to you, and hopefully you find value in it. Again, if you'd like to use my spreadsheet, it's free and available to everyone. When I get around to doing some silver pouring, you guys will be the first ones to know about it. So keep tuning in to Count Stackula. Hit that little bell icon so you don't miss another video. Please remember to like, share, comment your thoughts, and subscribe. This is Count Stackula. Peace.